fella, y'all. Waiting for my day to come. Just give me the word.
Hell no, to the no. Hell no, to the no, to the no. I'm good now. I'm straight. Back again, guys. Back on that ass. Might I say it again. Back again with another great episode of Artificial Ignorance. I'm charged up, baby. I'm charged up. No Quentin Miller. I got a couple announcements for you guys I want to make. I'm also, for the YouTube channel, I know a couple people had hit me in my DMs about, yo, what's up with the YouTube videos? Actually, as of right now, we are recording for the YouTube channel. And we're going to have this up so you guys can really check out this episode on YouTube. I'm going to do this for a couple more episodes and all that. Also, I'm working on a couple skits. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to get my Mad TV on. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to do this for the people. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm multi-talented, baby. You know what I'm saying? Eddie Factzz. Hey, I'm Podcast Raheem. Facts a million. You know what I'm saying? That's what I do, baby. You know me. Also, don't forget to hit me up on Snapchat at Eddie Kane Jr. That's EDDYKKANEJR. And also, you know, I got to do it, baby. I got to do it. My Twitter and my IG. Eddie Factzz. Eddie Factzz. EDDIE_Facts. That's with 2 Z's. Not one. Not two. What is it? What is that? Two, baby. Don't be sleeping on me. You got to wake up. So, this is a very special episode, guys. You know what I'm saying? The name of this episode is called XY. XY. Basically, what's going to happen is I have I have an ex-couple with me today. And, you know, matter of fact, let me not get ahead of myself. Let me introduce him. I got my man, Bubby Johnson, with me. How you doing, brother? How you doing? All right now.
Yes,
all right now.
Thank you for having me back, baby.
All right now.
Yes, sir.
All right. And I got Ronna Richardson. How you doing?
Fine.
How you know, pretty giggles and stuff, you know what I'm saying? You know, eyebrows on fleek, you know, I feel you. So basically, how XY is going to work, if, you know, just fill you guys in, these, you know, this ex-couple right here, you know what I'm saying? They used to date back in the day, and, you know, it's been a little minute. They're going to talk about their past relationship, of what happened, what went on, you know, get more in depth. And, you know, I'm hoping, you know, I don't want it to be a thing where it's like, hey, I'm just, you know, airing out dirty laundry or anything like that. I don't want it to be anything people get emotional or crying or anything like that. I want it to be, you know, I want it to be a learning experience. I want it to be fun, and I also want it to be interesting. You know, like getting other people's point of views from people that you used to date back in the past is very interesting. You know, and people, you know, these two, you know, I have to thank them for getting, you know, for actually doing this, because a lot of people, they don't get along with their exes. They just don't, you know. He ain't shit. She ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? He bald headed. He got small dick. But, you know, it's things of that nature. But we not gonna do that right here. It's gonna be good, clean conversation, and we gonna be all right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you're gonna break it up into different segments. So the first segment, I want to ask you guys, how did you guys first meet? I'm gonna shoot it over to Bubby. You know.
Oh, ladies first.
Oh, okay, ladies first. I'm sorry. Yeah. Okay. All right. How did you guys first meet?
Bubby going first, but that's okay. I'll go first this time. We met in high school. You know, like any high school sweetheart couple, I guess you could say would. It was like I known Bubby since my freshman year, but we were always just friends. And I guess it really hit off with my junior year, your senior year, that we just started talking more on another level.
Mm.
So yeah, basically high school.
Mm. Basically. So, what attracted you guys to each other? Since I shot the first one to her, I'm gonna shoot over to you, Bubby.
You know, like she said, we started off as friends, so that was already there, which I liked a lot because I already knew her. It wasn't kind of a learning stage. I was already familiar with her. Kind of her tendencies, what she liked and stuff like that, from speaking with her for such a long time, being friends for such long. And I mean, she's a beautiful girl, so, you know, obviously the attraction was there too, so it just worked out well, I guess. I mean, attracted to both packages, I would say.
Okay. I don't know if you guys even remember, do you guys know the story of how you guys, you know, first started, you know, getting to the relationship stage? Do you guys know, you know, do you guys remember? Is it that far back?
I remember the first 5 phone conversation we had.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess that was yeah.
Like talking on the phone.
Yeah,
Like we were younger like then, so
corny stuff like that.
Yeah.
Seeing in between classes and all that. It's a small school, man. You know how it go.
Mm-hmm. We know how this shit go.
Yeah.
We know how this shit go.
Thanks.
All right. Describe some of the good times you guys had. Like, you know, good memories, anything you guys remember from, you know, back in the past.
Yeah,
Okay, let me turn it over to Ronna real quick, you know.
Just a lot of laughs. I don't know. Bubby's funny as hell, as you guys probably already know that. So like just laughing a lot. Like I feel like I could like talk. What?
No, come on.
Oh, I felt like I could like talk to Bubby about anything. So that was always like just a good thing. I don't know, like everything, like a lot of fun. That's all I can say. It was a lot of good time.
Okay, Bubby, you have any good times, memories?
Yeah, I mean, she covered everything for her. You know, I enjoyed, like, you know, I felt like we spent a lot of time, especially earlier on in the relationship, but that's always how stuff goes. But, you know, making the trips up to Philly, seeing her family and getting to know them a little better too. And, you know what I'm saying, her spending time with my family as well too, because I feel like that's kind of important in a relationship is the family atmosphere. You know what I'm saying? You want to be, I don't know, you want to be welcomed and liked in a relationship, not just from that person, but from, you know, their family as well. So I felt like that was kind of cool for us to get to spend so much time with each other family, and I always enjoy stuff like that.
Yeah, my family loves Bubby still to this day. Like
Still to this day.
They got good taste, man.
Okay, getting to like a little tougher segment. What do you, and you guys both opinion, you know, I don't know who wants to go first now, but what do you think things went wrong between you guys?
it was just a lot of disagreeing on things, like different opinions on how things should be, just a whole bunch of like this miscommunications. I don't even know, like it was just not on the same page at all. Different books half of the time, like just different.
What was one of the things that, you know, you said miscommunication? So what was one of the miscommunications that you guys had?
I don't know, like miscommunications wise, but something that was like totally different is like what I was kind of like. I guess it's like my first relationship. So some of the things that was going on, I was just like, what the hell is this? Like, where is this? And it was stuff like, oh, now you kind of have like boundaries. You kind of have rules now. Like you're in a relationship, you got to respect each other. It's not all about you anymore. And that was just like a big upside down thing. Like it was just a different world, I guess, because it is a different world when you're going from single to being in a relationship. So that's where a lot of miscommunication came from.
Okay, Bubby.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. Like you said, you know, we were in high school, so I mean, as great as it is for high school relationships to last forever, you know, boy meets world type shit. It usually don't happen like that. You know what I'm saying? So that's very true. Good observation. But no, I just felt like, you know, like she said, we were both real young, and it was something new to me as well. And like I think that was probably my first serious relationship, maybe second, whatever you want to include it. But I would say my first serious relationship as well. And I think one of the main things was really just distance. You know what I'm saying? Like, me already being a senior, I left to go to college and stuff like that while she was still in high school. So that was kind of tough. And then when she went to go to college herself and I was already out in college, I think that was really like just where everything kind of take a turn for the worse almost. So that distance was kind of tough. I feel like I'm a very affectionate person. So like, I feel like when I'm with someone, it's good, you know what I'm saying? I can be myself, but like, then when we're kind of far away from each other, it's like you're not really getting everything you need. And that person's not the same, you know what I mean? So that distance is really a killer. But I thought that was, in my opinion, that and timing was the two biggest issues for myself. So it was distance and timing.
Would you agree about the distance thing?
Distance and timing, definitely.
Was there ever a point where you guys were going to agree at like you guys went to colleges in different states? Was there one point where you guys were together and everything was fine that you guys would like live in like, you know, the same area? Or
I'm sorry, could you repeat the question?
Like, basically, like, you know, you went to school, you went to NJIT, and you went to UMES. So was there ever a point where it's like, hey, I'm going to go to this school in this state, and you go to this school in this state, so we could be at the same school, or we could be at the same state? Was there ever a point like that?
Nah, I don't think so.
Not really. I mean, the first day I got to UMES, I knew I was leaving. Where I was leaving to, I didn't know, but I mean, in the back of my mind, I kind of wanted to plan my thing, like, around being closer to Bubby. Because, I mean, girls, like, we think, like, when we're in a relationship, like, no lie, we think long-term. Like, no matter how early it is, like, we just always think long-term. So I was, like, in the back of my head, I was like, well, maybe, because I wanted to go to Temple, like, straight up. Like, I wanted to go to Temple. That was, like, my number one school. Bubby was at New Jersey. I'm, like, originally from Philly. So it was just, like, if I had went to Temple, it would have just matched up perfectly. But like you said, you weren't happy at NJIT either. So either way, like, we were both going separate ways.
And I think also with that, like, that's nice and everything if it works out like that. But at the same time, I wouldn't want to be the reason why she made that choice to go to Temple, because as you see, like, things don't work out. So like, say she had made that decision for me, got there and things didn't work out. Now I'm like, well, shit, I'm kind of the reason why you're there. It didn't work out. I feel bad. And then like she said, I wasn't happy at NJIT. I was leaving. So it's like, I bring you out here to come be closer to me, and then I leave. And it's kind of like, I don't know, you're just putting the other person in a bad situation. You know what I mean? Like, as nice as it would have been for us to have been closer together in college, that's not something you could really force, because that's a big decision. You're going somewhere for 4 years where you're going to be happy. And I mean, of course, you're going to have someone there who makes you happy, but that college life it's different, you know?
Yeah.
And I don't want somebody to make that decision based off of what we got going on right now.
Okay. All right. That's respect. You said, you know, you want to go to Temple, and you're from Philly. I would shout out Meek Mill, but
no,
things are not, you know, at the
He
moment right now.
He got enough shots already.
Yeah.
I see what you did there. Brother. The next topic I want to bring up, I want to ask you guys, if you could, and if you guys are comfortable with it, explain like specific issues that you guys had with each other. Like, basically, if you know, one person would go first, and then like the other person would, you know, have their rebuttal to what they say the issues were. So like, what were the issues that you guys had? You know, who wants to go first? Who would like to go first?
No, ladies first. You know, I'm the gentleman. I would just not be feeling right.
You go first this time. I went first last time. It's your turn. See?
Let's not argue. You know what I'm saying? I don't, like I said before, it's an early relationship. There's a lot of stuff that you try to make work that you don't really know how to, because like you said, it is your first relationship. My biggest problems was like our distance, timing, and I just feel like at times there wasn't like that trust, you know what I mean? Like, there was times where she just didn't trust me for whatever reason, whether it was like the people that she was with telling her things, or, you know, just like that distance, I guess. It's just, I don't know. A lot of things that just didn't really go the way they should have went, but, you know what I mean, like, whatever have you. There's just some things, sometimes I feel like she didn't trust me like I wish she would have. But, I mean, what, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
Why did you have did you have an issue trusting him? What was it?
I
reason you didn't trust him?
I mean, I personally didn't think it was like my side, but then again, like, it's like that he-she thing, but like, I thought it was like him not trusting me, like, not even just on like some, I don't trust you to be like talking to other people, just like my judgment, like on anything, like the smallest things, like piercings and tattoos that I wanted, that he would be like, are you serious about snapping me about? I'm just like,
well, that's very true. But like I said before, most of the times I did, like, I'm a very, I don't know, I feel like some best ways to get my message across is kind of like to let you see it yourself. You know what I mean? Like, there was a lot of things like Ronna had talked to me about as well. Like, with the piercings and tattoos, like, it was a time where I was like, it was certain stuff, of course, I mean, I just wouldn't want, you know what I'm saying? Like, or at least I would like to been there with you and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, I feel like every male will let you know, like, so if I'm out with my female, with my girl, you know what I'm saying? I'm her dude, so I have no problem putting the label "my" on there. But like, if I'm with my girl or something like that, I don't want, there's certain things that look not so, for lack of better words, kind of, not hoish, because that's not Ronna's character at all. I would never disrespect her like that. But there's certain things that just don't look, like, when you see that on a female, you get a, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know.
Yeah, I know.
Thank you. You see something on a female, and you like, oh, I bet she do this.
Yeah,
I bet she do that.
You know.
And that's like, if I'm, just like we had already addressed, very family. You know what I'm saying? Like, my family, we take, you know what I'm saying? We went to football. Yeah, we went on this stuff as a family together, and she always came with me. And it's just like, I don't really want my girl to portray those traits if I'm going to have you around my family like I do, because we were in a serious relationship, and it was just certain areas like where she wanted to get tattooed, and it's the same thing with her. She told me, oh, don't you think you got enough tattoos? And it's like, you know what I'm saying, like it was back and forth, and I feel like in a relationship, you know what I'm saying, just like you want to be serious, I feel like those are things that you discuss with both people. You know what I'm saying? It was just like, of course I would not want I gotta take you home to my mom, you know what I'm saying, to my mom, say we go out to the beach and you got like all up and that's just kind of different. But I mean, at the end of the day, you're a grown woman. Whatever you do, you do. But this is just my input on the situation. It was never like, oh, if you get this, we're done. Please don't. I have never in my life.
Okay, but yes, you have.
Okay, so.
Yeah, you have. Okay, like honestly, nothing that I ever wanted was something like to be like, damn, what the fuck? Like, sorry, excuse me. Like, what do you have on? Like, what are you doing? Because honestly, like, I want to work in the medical field. I would never get something that would sit there and like jeopardize like me going into an operation room, getting ready for surgery. They'd be like, what the hell? Like, it was nothing like crazy. Like a tattoo that I consider what I call like a summertime bitch. Like, you can only see it if I got on short sleeves, whatever. So it was a tattoo that I wanted, or was it was a tattoo, maybe a piercing that I wanted. Nothing on my face, nothing like no tongue piercing. I'm not into that type of stuff. But it was like dermals, like my dermals that I wanted. And it was kind of like, I was on.
You had them when we were together though.
But because I got them against you saying you get that and it's over.
First of all, I know for a fact.
You get that and it's over. And I was like,
I know for a fact I've never in my life said that. And you had it when we were together. Because I remember how you lost them.
I got it. Oh. I got the dermals after Bubby was like, you get that, it's over. And I was just like, I got it.
Okay, so if Fab did say that, is that how we...
No, I'm just saying, because we got over it. Like, you know, we got over it. But it was just a lot of, like, you can't or you better. Not better, but it's like, I don't, this and that. And like I said, I was new in a relationship, so I wasn't used to that. It was kind of like, don't try to box me in, which he wasn't. Like, now looking back at it, of course, I see like Bubby just had like, you know, he had key hair, so he's going to say like what he thinks is right, what he thinks is wrong. But at the certain time, I'm just like, a whole 18-year-old, like, you're not about to tell me what to get and what not to get. Like, I got to live it, and that's just how my attitude was, so I went and got whatever I wanted to get. And that was just like we argued a lot about that, and I was just
I don't really think it was the issue that you're making it out to be, is what I'm telling you.
No, but I mean, it was a problem. Okay. He said a problem. Bring up.
Like, I mean, obviously it wasn't, because you got it and we were.
At first, leading up to it.
Okay, so what's an issue that you? If it was another issue that you probably had with Bubby that caused you guys maybe to have an argument, or maybe to, you know, draw you guys apart.
I mean, other than like what I would say like the controlling thing, like other than that, like I said, distance and just the lack of understanding and communication.
Okay, let's go to controlling. You thought Bubby was controlling?
At the time, like, I would just see like a lot of his actions as trying to, like I said, box me in and like telling me what to do and how to do it. I never was the girlfriend to be like, listen, like, don't do this, don't do that, don't do that. Like, I was just never that type of person. So when it started, can
I do my cutoff now? No, I would love to do my cutoff now, because I had people laugh at me when I said something. I would love to do my cutoff.
I was like, okay, like, since you're telling me what to do and what not to do, let me do this back to you.
Oh, that's
and see, and like he would tell me, oh, you want your get back, and we would both say like, oh, you want your get back, you trying to get back at me, and it would just be like, okay, he's telling me, don't be hanging with them niggas, and I'd be like, you can't have sleepovers over your friend's house, over your girlfriend, over your female friend's house. You know, you can't.
Okay.
Oh, this is, and I'm just like.
Now can I chime in?
And I'm just like.
No.
I mean,
let the lady finish.
I was just doing what he was doing to me, and when I did it, when he said something, I felt like I kind of. Most of the time, not all the time, like in the beginning, like if Bubby said something, it was kind of like that was it, and I just went along with it. Like, I'm not even gonna lie to you, like Bubby.
That's a lot.
Like I felt like, and other people around me felt like when Bubby said something, that was it. Like, it was Bubby's word, and that was it.
Okay.
And then later on, I started being like a little like, wait, hold on, this is like changing me as a complete as a person. So I started like doing my own thing, kinda. But I don't know.
All right.
Okay.
The only thing I will say about that is, I feel like that's not true. For the simple fact, like not at all. No. Because she wants to talk about control, and I remember I sat down. Me and a teammate were talking about pledging to a certain fraternity. She told me there's no way I could pledge that fraternity. You know what they say about guys that do that fraternity? I'm like, I understand that, but me and my teammate are serious. I like the fraternity a lot. You know what I'm saying? Had I stayed at the school that I was at, I was pledging the fraternity, and she was like, kind of just spruiting me down about, no, there's no way, don't do this. Am I wrong though? Wait.
No, but
go ahead. I'll let you chime in.
No, okay. So my first school, I wanted to be on the cheer team. Bubby, he's doing his basketball thing. My thing is cheer. Bubby tells me, don't you think like that's going to take away? I mean, you already barely got time now. Like, don't you think that's going to take? And he's like, you just don't need to be on no cheer team. You're not going to be able to come visit. And I'm just like, really? The cheer team? Like, I mean, I went and I was still got on the cheer team, but it was just the fact that somebody's sitting there telling you, like, no, you're not about to be on the cheer team. Like, that's going to take away from me.
That's completely bullshit. Because for one, you cheer while we were in high school together. For two, I was on a basketball team, so why would I care about you? You complained to me about not having time, about how you're on basketball. It seems like you're either in class, you're at practice, and when I said that statement, it was like a joke at her, like, you just telling me we don't never have time for nothing. Won't this take away time? I would never care about you cheerleading. Like, I knew that's something you like. I went to all your cheerleading competitions when we were in high school. Did I not?
Yeah, you did.
Even when I was in college, I still came back and went to your cheerleading. Like, I don't understand, like, that.
But it came out your mouth. Like, that was something that you said. And at
but
the
that
time,
was like
it wasn't, like, jokingly either.
But it clearly was jokingly because I supported everything you did with cheerleading. Like, full-heartedly, I supported that. Like, I don't understand. Like, I feel like some stuff, like, you're just being nitpicky. Like, you're like, being nitpicky about stuff that, like, clearly was not an altercation for real. Like, I don't see this as, like, the things you're bringing up, I don't see them as a true, once again, this goes back to, I feel like your friends kind of, like, feed, and this was an issue that I had. I feel like your friends feed it into stuff, and this goes back to, like, just knowing the company that you keep. Because I feel like the same friends that were saying stuff, like, when they got in my face, were not acting like that whatsoever. It was just like, I felt like, and I know for a fact that your friend said stuff because, like, it got back to me, like, because I'm also friends with them, and some of them, certain ones. And I feel like they would, like, I heard about stuff that, like, was said about me, like the friend that you're talking about that me spending the night over. For one, me and Kanaja, it's not nothing bad at all. I love Kanaja.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Me and her, super close friends. That's probably one of the closest friends I've ever had. And she was the one who really put us together. Like, not put us together, but you know what I'm saying? Like, she was the one who kind of, like, just trust me, blase. She kind of pieced it together. So it was like, I was really cool with her, but it was nothing ever to the point where anything ever happened between us. I just want to address that because when you said that I want to address it, it's not like I'm spending the night over females' houses. It's like, you just throw that out there like it's like I'm fucking. Okay, well, like, don't do that.
But
like,
no,
the way you got
it. That was his female friend, but I feel like
it wasn't even like that. It was literally a sister.
Like your sister. I would never, like, one husband over a night or, like, no guy's house, period. But I'm just saying, like, me and my, like, if I had, like, a guy friend, it would kind of be, like, it would be, like, a big deal about it. Okay. It would be a big deal about it.
Are we forgetting who's doing the podcast?
I mean...
Like, y'all are very close. You and Jamel are very... There was plenty of guy friends, and this is where you getting it totally... This is where you're getting it different.
I mean, some of them you were right about, but it's a lot of them that I'm still cool with to this day that you just did not like from them.
Okay.
Let me explain something. Let me explain something. Right. Because I'm a guy. So I will explain something to you that if you don't ever listen to nothing else I say, listen to this. As a guy, I know for a fact, and all of his listeners can tell you this, I know what guys think. I understand that to you that you're friends, but you have to understand I was also once your friend, Ronna. When we first started, you told people what? Oh, Bubby, that's just my friend. So let me explain to you why, and this goes out to any female.
I know that.
Hold on, but just let me try. I got you.
Okay.
This goes out to every female that's listening. Guys do not like to hear he is just a friend because that's where we all started. Just a friend. And every guy that you claim is your friend, it's impossible. Like, it's very few guys out there, and we heard this from your last podcast, that just want to be your friend. If you here's the difference between this. Between me and you, here's the difference. If a girl that I was hanging out with, I was cool with, was to throw some pussy at me, like, oh, Bubby, I want to do this, I, as the man, can say, nah, you need to chill. I got a girl. It's a wrap. If a guy was to come on to you like that, and don't get me wrong, I know you're a tough little Philly joint thing, you know what I'm saying? But if a guy really was to come at you like that, like, it would take some serious restraint from you to let him know you need to stop this. And that's the only thing that's the only point I was getting to you was, when we were together, I wasn't having new female friends. These were the same female friends that got us together and helped us stay together. And I had no problem with any guy that you had at that time too. Will Thomas, Jamel, Ed. I had no problem with them. It was the new niggas that out of nowhere all of a sudden is my brother. From where I come from, a sibling is either blood or you know this motherfucker for some long time. Like, I just don't call everybody my brother. Ed, how many new niggas you meet? Oh, that's my brother. That's my man's. Oh, I'm cool with him, right? Yeah. A brother is somebody that you really know. A new nigga that showed up a year after me and you've been going together already, that's not a brother, Ronna. And that's all I'm telling you is that I understand you're a female.
That was only the one guy that, like, you're talking about that I was calling a brother. And to this day, I'm still cool with.
Well, that's what's up. I'm happy for you. I know how guys think, and you're not going to understand that. So it's no point. Like, I'm not going to stress it. But I understand how guys think. Just the fact that you're trying to make it seem like I was a dictatorship is the only thing I do not like, because that's not the case.
Now, going back to the whole point that you made about the company you keep thing, was there ever a reason? Basically, what I want to say is, like, because she said that she kind of felt like you were a little bit controlling. Okay. And was it ever a reason why, like, was there a specific reason why it was like, you know, was it because of what you just said? Or
very
because,
much.
Like, was it like another reason, or like some friends that probably she had that?
She said it already. You know, she said, like, when you're in a relationship, there's certain stuff you cannot do. Mm-hmm. And there's certain things I cannot do. Plain and simple. Like, in a relationship, there's certain things that I have to tell my boys, nah, I'm good. I'm not really on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, some couples is cool with, like, strip club and stuff like that. In a relationship, I don't go to the strip club when I'm single. It's a waste of fucking money. Freaking money. Excuse my French and my mother listen to this. I love you, Ma. Mm. But, like, it's just a waste of money. And I'm in a relationship, I'm definitely not going to a strip club. There's no point. Like, I've turned down stuff as well because I know I'm in a relationship. And I just feel like if you're the only one of your friends that's in a relationship and they're all trying to give you advice on a relationship, but none of them are in a relationship, doesn't that kind of like it trip? You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously, why are you taking advice from them? Mm. And you can't do the things they do. Mm. They're single.
Mm. Yeah, they're single. You can't do the things they do. Yep.
No, so
you're agreeing with me, right? Yeah, like,
that's what I'm saying.
So
but
what
like
is
at the time, it just, like I said, it was just a lot of misunderstandings and a lot of miscommunications of what should be acceptable and what shouldn't. And I mean, and that's what it was. I mean, we're talking about the past tense here. Like, we're talking about past tense. Yes, I was like 18, 17 years old. Like, we were both very young-minded. So, like, of course, things that happened back then, like, now looking forward on, like, we see, like, that wasn't the case. But we're talking about how it was back then. At the time, yeah, I definitely felt like I was trying to be controlled. Now, here I am, 22 years old. I see everything was just for, like, looking out for each other. Mm. And that's just what it is. So I'm not even like I said, back then, like, the mind frame was totally different. It was very different.
Okay, anybody else want to make it, going on with you guys and make other reasons why you guys probably didn't work out, and issues that you probably had that you want to bring up?
My fault. You know, I got long legs. I don't know, like, I just felt like sometimes it was kind of like, it was a little uneven. Which, I mean, there's double standards in every relationship, of course. But I just feel like some of the stuff, like, that I just didn't really, I don't know, I just felt like at times I was giving, I'm not going to say no shit like that. But I don't really know how to word it. Mm-hmm. But it was times where, like, for one, you know, we already addressed I'm a year older. When I went off to college, it was like, yo, I seen Ronna literally every day of my summer. It was like, you know, before you go off to college, we going to spend so much time together. And a lot of that goes to the fact that it's a new relationship. Mm-hmm. I get that. But it was like, I mean, literally every single day I seen Ronna. And if I couldn't see her that day, she would let me know, like, yo, I'm not going to be able to come see you today because of so-and-so, or you can't, you know what I'm saying, I'm busy today. But we literally spent every single day together. Mm-hmm. And I made I was going off to college, so some of the time I had to leave early for, like, workouts and stuff like that. But it was just kind of like, when she was going off to college, that just wasn't really there. It was like, I mean, don't get me wrong, we still spent time together, but it was more like I catch her when I catch her. Mm-hmm. And that kind of like, it wasn't like, oh, that's fucked up, but it's kind of like, well, why don't I get to see you as much when you're going off to college? And I understood she had a lot of friends. They were all going their separate ways, but when I graduated, I had a lot of friends too. You know what I'm saying? So it was kind of just like, I don't understand why we're spending so much more time when I'm going to college, but not as much when you're going. And it's not something, like I said, everything that we're bringing up, these aren't one thing that's going to end a relationship. It's all of them building up over time. So like at the time, it wasn't nothing where I'm like, man, I'm done with Ronna because of it. But it's definitely something that looking back, I felt was kind of an issue. That's just something.
How do you feel about that, Ronna? Do you agree? Do you disagree?
Like he said, like the summer before, like he left for college, it was definitely a different vibe. Like we were just like attached at the hip, not even gonna lie. Like that's just what it was. But I feel like you said, like that's what happens when you're like in your honeymoon phase. Like you can't like breathe without each other. And then as you go on and you start going through like your problems and you kind of just see how things are like riding out, like you're not as hyped, you're not as pressed. Like I just want to say, like me personally, things just weren't as deep to me. Yeah, that may be like really fucked up, but at the time that's just what it was. Like it just wasn't that deep to me. It was kind of like I have so much experience in life, like I have so much to do. Like it was not like top priority on my list.
I wish you would have let me know. So I could have went about my business.
And I mean, but it wasn't like I was purposely like feeling this way. But looking back on it, that's just kind of what it was. Like it wasn't like I purposely was like, oh, screw Bubby. Like no, it's just like I'm about to go off to school. I'm going to a school that one I don't even like. I gotta worry about how the hell I'm about to get up out of here. What school I'm going to transfer to next. Like honestly, I went into my first year of college worrying about my second year. Like what I wanted to do, like what I wanted, like which way I wanted to go. And I think after like the first year, because we had so many problems, like little issues.
Freshman, I think
your first year,
when I was in college,
it was little issues. It was just kind of more of like, okay, I see like this. It's not, I don't know. It's just I got to start worrying about Ronna. I can't always be up Bubby's ass because in my head I was up Bubby's ass.
Okay.
But I feel like that once again came from your friends. Like your friend, because for one, I don't see how that was the case because I went to school in New Jersey, you were still in high school. I used to literally come home. Like you feel like you was up my ass, but I literally feel like it was kind of the other way around because I came home almost every weekend. Like I remember having this conversation with you before. Like I literally sold. Like it was times where like I couldn't make it home, and I sold like I sold little shit just so I can catch the mega bus back. You know what I'm saying? Made it back for your prom. Made it back for little things that I knew like this is important for her senior year. I gotta try to get back. And I'm not coming at you like I need a praise for it.
I definitely
feel
drove
to
see you.
But what I'm saying is we rode with my family. But yeah,
No, I'm talking about when I drove to Aries.
Oh yeah,
that was like a 9-hour drive.
I respect that
in my little car.
All I'm saying is my freshman year. You know what I'm saying? Like I definitely made the trip back all the time. Like you know what I'm saying? Like it was never a holiday, even with me being far away, that was not felt. So I don't understand like when, and I guess this comes to, like you said, lack of communication because the problems that you had was not evident to me. The only problems I really saw was once again you listening to people. Like I would never forget. This is something that was like so mind-boggling to me. It was like that one day you called me like we were talking one night. You was like, "What were you doing at 4:35 today?" or some odd specific ass time, and I was like,
"Wait, was this a joke?"
I guess you were joking, but I would never forget this. And it was so crazy to me. She was like, "What are you doing at some specific time of the day?" And I was like, "Practicing? Why?" And you told me like you was hanging with some niggas or whatever, and they was like, "Oh, he played ball in college. He probably getting his sucked right now." And you were like, "That was the time that he told me it, so I want to ask you what you were doing." Like you actually believed these niggas that's what I was doing.
That
like
was a joke. Like that was me joking with you. I don't think.
Once again, that comes to a lack of communication because it was just so many stuff where I'm like, you're trusting other people that don't have no business even being in the. Like niggas I didn't even know, like I've never met before. Like,
and
I didn't even know that.
That's what I said too. It was like a lot of stuff like you getting input from people that aren't. It's like you and I. It's not you, me, the girl down the street, and the nigga down next door.
I'm listening.
I just felt like but the fact that they even knew stuff that was going on was like a problem for me. I mean, of course we all have like our outlets. We want to go talk to our friends about like and get inputs or whatever. But it was just some people I would just be like, who are you and why? Like, why are you even in my business to begin with? Well, I just think like, what are you thinking? Like, no.
But they wasn't from me though.
They wasn't from me. If I don't know them, how they talking to me?
Who from me? Like the only people that would have said anything is people in my school. That's because I told them I had a girlfriend. Who was that girl you came up here with? That's my girl back home.
But it wasn't
what was I
like,
supposed to do? Not claim you?
No.
I don't know who Shorty is. I'm good. What's up with you?
Bubby,
That's what you wanted me to say?
It was not like, it was kind of like, so it was like knowing more stuff than they should have known. And I'm just like, how?
Please speak. I feel like this is why we're here.
No, we're not.
Speak.
We don't name drop.
It's not a name drop. I'm saying like, what's the issue?
But name the
what situation are you talking about?
And basically elaborate.
That Bubby was basically doing what he wanted to do and kind of like. Bubby. I mean, I'm not going to say like basically. No,
say whatever you have to.
You was like doing what you wanted to do, and it was kind of like you sit the fuck down, and let me go live my life, kind of like thing. And I never felt like it was like that. And I never listened to nobody that said that. But then like when I'm like people from like the outside looking in, they can see shit that you can't see because like I said, like when you're first with somebody, your head's up their ass. So everybody, like your family, your friends, your closest friends looking in can tell you like you're worried about this and that's not their not their main priority.
Closest friends, those same females, those same exact females that told you I'm doing this, he's doing that, are the same exact females that were in my phone. Those same exact females that would hit me, like we're still.
When you say in your phone.
But they weren't my friends though. Those were your friends.
But that's what I'm saying. Like what friend? Because for one, me as a nigga, I know for a fact none of my friends are saying, hey, Bubby's doing this. Because niggas lie for each other. So I know my friends wasn't doing that. I want to know who you talking about. Because even if I was, I know my niggas would have been like, nah, Bubby good.
No, but
so I know it couldn't have been none of my friends.
That's when you get to the point like you gotta look at somebody's intentions because if those is your niggas and they coming to
please let me know when this is over, when the camera drops, let me know who so I know who to stop fucking with. Please.
Okay.
But
I want to know.
They low key like telling me like that was fucked up.
I want to know.
Why Bubby acting like that? And I would just be like, I don't know.
I'm gonna call your bluff. No disrespect. There's no way none of my friends told you this.
Okay, but these were your friends. In high school, his teammates,
teammates. Now we getting closer. Teammates and friends
are
friends totally different.
That you're still cool with today is what I'm telling you.
I couldn't believe it.
Okay.
We'll have to cut the cameras and take a little 10-minute intermission because I need to know.
No, we're not.
I need to know. Shit, I can't believe that. Not at all. But anyways, maybe on the get back. But anyways, my whole thing is, I just felt like I said before, that first year was polar opposites. My first year going to college and her first year going to college. That's the only thing I have to say about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I do credit. I am closer, so it was easier for me to come back. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It was easier for me. I'm only 4 hours away. Like, that ain't nothing to catch a mega bus, come back and visit. So I understand that. But my only question would be is, had you been the older one and you were a senior and I was a junior, would it have been the same, like our freshman year, the honeymoon stage or whatever you want to call it? You going off to college your first year, would we have still spent as much time? And then when I going off, would you have been okay with me not giving you that same attention? And I don't think that was the case. And you know. Yeah, we'll never know. I guess. I feel you.
It's getting hot in here, people. It's getting pretty thick up in here. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just like, well, I mean, I'll just give my personal opinion on the, situation. I know I don't want to get too much in you guys. It's past.
You was a close friend, so you were in the conversation.
Probably what I probably saw was more of, I think maybe how you guys probably expressed yourselves at that time was probably an issue. Like maybe sometimes, I meant it one way, but I said it another, and sometimes it's not. Always what you say is how you say it. You come across in a certain way. Maybe it'd be like a little, maybe it'd be like a little riff. And also, I kind of felt like the whole get back thing. It was kind of like,
petty is
You know, it was, you know, but you
it was just
yeah,
petty.
you know, of course, people,
Why did you?
of course, yeah, of course, people feel like, you know, oh yeah, he doing this, so I get to do this, or he's doing that, I got to do that. On both sides, I'm not singling you out. I'm just saying that.
I know, I'm just.
You know,
See,
like,
now look, but no, really, like this whole time I've been admitting the shit that I've done. Like I'm not.
As do I. I have no problem saying that. If you want to use the word controlling, very much so, but it's a level that you're saying is petty. It was not that. That's not the case, because if you told me something, I respected your wishes as well. Like you want to say that I was controlling, that's fine. If you, that's the words you want to call it, which I do not agree. But I feel like when you're in a relationship, there's certain things you can do and certain things you can't.
That's how I felt. But our things of what we could do and what we couldn't was just different.
We ain't together no more. So
it was just different. That's like
I guess it like how it handles certain situations, immaturity also played a part as well. I mean, you guys were young. You know, you guys are 20, 21, 22 now, so. You know, I see what you guys saying. Also, like, you know, the company certain people keep, you know, like people were saying that your friends are not really your friends. People doing certain acts or doing certain actions, acting like that your friends, like being disloyal and being dishonest, and now really coming to the forefront with it. You know, I don't want to get too deep into that, but I just think that maybe at that time, or maybe even now, I think guys should probably like really, you know, everybody should do that. Like really see who's around you and really, you know, because people may say one thing, like somebody could have been giving you advice and they could have been doing other actions. You know what I'm saying? You know, other people could make it in the face or whatever.
Nah, bro,
okay.
I'm taking in listen, like, you know what I'm saying? For one, I appreciate the fact that like we can even do this, you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people don't understand Serrano will forever be somebody that I have a lot of love for, care for deeply, you know what I'm saying? And I'm happy that we can even still sit down and do something like this, you know what I'm saying? So, more so than like a get back or this is the shit that I did not like. This is more so something that I can learn from, you know what I'm saying? That hopefully people who listen can learn from, and you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Just something to get better. It's no hard feelings. It ain't like that at all.
No hard feelings. Next time I want to get into, what did you guys learn from the relationship? What did you guys take away anything?
Me, I mean, I've heard this like before, like honestly, like a relationship will make you better for the next person. And I mean, as bad as that is, it's honestly the truth. Like we both, like I guess, like dealt with other people since we've been together, and like I think overall, like I'm just a better, I guess, girlfriend, as you could say. Like now, when I was with Bubby, like I felt like I was just kind of like entitled to a lot of stuff, like just like expecting just things to be a certain way, and they weren't. But now I see like it takes effort on both sides. It's give and take. It's not all about you. It's not all about you. It's like two sides to like, you know, the relationship. And I feel like I put in more effort now on my side or whatever. I like listen. I listen and like I don't take things to heart. Like when someone like is trying to tell me something for my own good, I'm not like stop trying to control me. It's more like, okay, let me look what this person gotta say, because they really trying to just help me out in the long run.
You said this how you are now?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We're talking about what we've learned from it.
Oh no, the way you said stuff, you was looking. I thought I making sure this how you are now.
Yeah. So okay. I mean,
Mike, you got the air on?
So I just feel like it just made me overall like a better person, and I think like, you know, like what I'm dealing with now, what the person I'm dealing with now, like can honestly just like if they were like to hear this, they would be like, damn, I'm glad I didn't catch your breath then. But I mean, it's just a lot of things have changed for the better.
Okay, Bubby, what did you learn from this relationship situation?
I don't know. I feel like, and I've said this before, and never mind. I'm not gonna get into it, but I just feel like you can't force it, because if it's not meant, it's just not gonna happen, and that's what it is.
That's true. That's like what I've just said that like recently. Like you just cannot make something, like you can't try to push things to go together, because at the end of the day you'll end up resenting each other. And I'm glad that like Bubby said, like we're at this point that we can just like sit down and talk about this shit, and there's no hard feelings felt. Like we're still friends. And I feel like if you are in a situation with someone and you're just steady trying to make it work, like, you're going to end up resenting each other. And that's just not the way to go. So, like you said, don't force it. But definitely for myself, like, it's just like a better person, period. Just a whole better person.
Definitely agree with that.
Are you a better person now?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, you know, I feel like I learned a lot of things from the relationship, you know. Shit like that. I feel like I learned just kind of what you can and can't do. You know, I definitely feel like maturity was a big thing. I feel like I was, you know, I mean, I'm 18-year-old boy. You know what I'm saying? I won't even say man. I was an 18-year-old boy. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of things that I wanted from a relationship and stuff like that. And I mean, we kind of like been really soft with this conversation, so I guess that's good. But just a lot of things that I wanted in a relationship, or I thought that was entitled, I guess, like she said as well. And I don't know, I guess, you know, it was a young relationship. You know what I'm saying? And I definitely feel like I took enough away from it that I could better myself in future relationships and whatnot.
Okay. You know, moving on, what do you guys look for that you probably didn't look for before, you know, when you guys were dealing with each other?
So I'm like in other people now?
Yeah.
Like, just someone that's kind of like on the same page as you. Like, you guys have the same feelings about how certain things, or if he feels his way about it, do you feel the same way about it? Like, because that's going to cause some friction if you guys are on totally different pages. So I just guess just like having like the same idea about a relationship, almost like communication, keeping that lines open. Like, if you can't talk to someone and tell them like what you don't like and what they don't like, and like they won't try to like compromise some type of way, then like you just know off the bat, like, no, that's not for me. I'm not going through this shit. So now I don't know, just trying to find someone that kind of not thinks the same way as you do, but kind of feels the same way as you do when it comes to relationships, and the same values when it comes to relationships.
Okay.
I think right now, I haven't really been into too many serious relationships like that since, just for the simple fact I'm not really looking for nothing that serious right now. I kind of agree, I guess, but not really, just because like no one you find, like my best friends don't think the way I think.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I find it very hard to find a female that's gonna think the way I think. I don't need her to think the way.
Think the way you think. I said feels. It has the same values. I said values.
Definitely.
Go ahead.
Appreciate it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's hard to find someone who I understand the values, but I feel like just someone who will understand that I don't think the way they think. I don't need them to agree with me. Just understand where I'm coming from. You know what I'm saying? Like, because in any relationship, for real, y'all good.
Yeah, we good.
You know what I'm saying? Relationships, like, there's never going to be a complete understanding. Like, I sit and listen to my parents all the time, and they argue. It's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't avoid an argument. A relationship without arguments is a very boring relationship. You know what I'm saying? But I just need somebody that's going to understand where I'm coming from, and I gotta get better at understanding where they coming from as well, and understand like their needs and stuff like that. So I'll just leave it at that.
Okay. Well, okay, to wrap things up, any last comments from anybody?
Yeah, I would just like to say that thank you for having us on the show. I appreciate it. And you know what I'm saying, like Ronna said, I see now that she has, like, you know, we keep in touch. So I've already been aware of someone that she has in her life, and I feel like whenever you are with someone, you always just want to see them happy. You know what I'm saying? And even if that doesn't come from you, even if you can't be the person to make them happy, you just want to see them happy. So I'm glad to see that, you know what I'm saying, she's happier than she once was, or, you know what I'm saying, just the fact that she is doing good. So, you know, even if it wasn't coming from me, I'm happy to see that it came from somebody and that she's doing good. So thumbs up. Happy for her.
Okay, Ron?
No, I'm done.
Okay, respect. All right, we'll wrap this phenomenal episode of Artificial Ignorance up. I want to thank my man, Bubby Johnson. Leave me hanging. Let me hanging, brother. Don't leave me hanging. Don't leave me hanging.
Yes, sir.
You got lotion.
Hey, relax.
I'd like to thank Ron for coming on the show. You know, I appreciate it. You know, appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie. Please. I need sponsors. I took that long pause. I need sponsors. Please sponsor your brother. I'm trying to get on. I'm trying to make it. And I'm trying to get bigger in the podcast world. But I'm gonna wrap this episode up. Thank you. All right, y'all. Oh yeah. Also, don't let me forget. Your social media.
I deleted all of them.
Huh?
I deleted all of them.
You deleted all your social media. You have nothing.
It's just not good.
Mm-hmm. No Black Planet. No. No farmers.
Just got rid of it.
Okay.
It's like, follow me on Twitter at y'all know Bubs.
Mm-hmm.
That's YALKNO _ BUBBX.
Mm-hmm.
Instagram, Bubs View, all that. Snapchat, Bubby21.
Mm-hmm.
That's really all I got.
Okay.
I mean, I feel like that's enough.
Yeah, that's enough.
Yeah.
That's pretty much enough. Okay. You have any social media websites people can contact you?
No, mind your business. Don't try to follow me on nothing.
Alright. She act like she a celebrity or something. But wrap this up. Alright.
The keys.
Alright. Till next week, guys. Peace. I'm just saying.
I'm still rolling.
Yeah.
The only thing I'm saying is when I'm on, I'm fucking with white people.
Bringing the drama. Trying to come up in the game. Marcy. Add a couple of dollar signs to my name. Rockefeller, y'all.